Hello and welcome to this week's Sunday Catchup podcast. How are you? And how has your week been? I really hope it's been a good one. Has it? Has it been a good one? It's been a busy one here, as usual, and I was thinking about the podcast and what to talk about, and I thought I haven't really done much, and then I looked back at my diary, I looked back at my notes. It's been an action-packed week, I have to say, and every day has been a different day, and it's been great. I've loved this week, another great week. And breathe. So where do I begin? I think we begin with Monday. So on Monday, busy day, had morning at home, just doing stuff at home, home stuff. Can't even remember what I did, but it was home stuff, which is always nice. I do look forward to a Monday where I can just catch up with home stuff. And then I had 2 meetings in the afternoon. The first one was really productive because I don't know if you remember, but way before Christmas, I think it was probably in the November podcast, I was sharing with you about a new business opportunity that I was thinking about or that I had started doing. And then obviously, as you know, it got crazy leading up to Christmas, what with the new baby and Christmas being in a retail shop and etc. So kind of put it on the back burner, but finally had a meeting on Monday and it went really well, and I feel ready now to share it with you. So basically, you're probably aware, if you're a long-term listener to my podcast, and if you're not, if you dip in and out, you're probably aware Will and I love to travel. And so I came across this opportunity where we could travel and save money. And so looked into it a little bit more. And basically, I've become a travel agent. Dun, dun, dun. I've got my own little travel consultancy. Yeah, independent travel agent, I suppose you can call me, travel representative, whatever it is you want to call me, which means I can basically book holidays for people, book their travel requirements, and I can do it for myself. And that's why I did it, was so that I can book all the travel myself, which we did our first one this week and booked some ferries for our up and coming road trip to Crete. So super exciting. She talked me through everything. It was really helpful. But what I'm really excited about is to help others save money by them booking up their own holidays like I'm doing for us. Rather than me booking people's holidays, I want to be able to help people to book their own holidays and save some money as well. So yeah, I'm super excited about this opportunity. I'm super excited that I've already saved myself some money. And not only that, got some commission back. Because after all, every time we book a holiday, there is commission that is paid. So I'd rather that came back to my good self. Or to whoever wants to save money, that it goes back to them. So yeah, super excited about this. And then the second meeting I had was all about my podcast. We reviewed my podcast and how we move forward with it. So there'll be some changes coming up. Not yet, but that will be. But I will keep you posted every week as to how that's coming on. But watch this space. As to maybe a couple of changes. So yeah, that's really exciting as well. So Monday was a really productive day, and I'm really excited about saving some money to do with our travel. And we love to book our own like trips and things, so it really kind of complements really well. And also I really want to take this podcast and do something a bit different. I've talked about it before and I'm not going to talk about it anymore right now, but yeah, I'm excited about some of the ideas that we discussed. So we'll see where it goes. Slowly, no rush. Just take 1 week as it happens and see what happens. So coming to Tuesday, really busy day, which ended in us going up to London with Matt and Harriet. for their Christmas present, and we took them to Six by Nico, which we love, and as you know, and we've talked about before, and we love it up there. And we managed, I don't know how we managed, but we went from a 6-course dinner to a 6-course dinner with 2 snacks to then having a 10-course meal. It was really nice. It was a Paris theme, so it was really rich and really amazing and beautiful and lovely. And the only thing was that we got there like at 5:45, and we didn't get out till 9:15. Now normally with Six by Nico, you're kind of in and out quite quickly, and so we'd had a long day, and then we were all a bit tired, but it was lovely catching up. And Will and I left early in the afternoon, and we went up to the bar that overlooks London, and yeah, we had a nice catch up, and it was a really nice time. And in the day I had a couple of meetings, and I had a client, and just kind of did admin, so it was a real kind of doing day. It's amazing. I love my structure of my week now, the time management, and long may that continue. And Wednesday I worked from home, and I have to say I was really creative. I did it from my bed. I was really cold. I just needed a day in bed, and I worked from home in bed, PJs on, and yeah, super productive, super creative, and managed to do some things that I don't normally do. I designed some business cards, I designed a leaflet, and so yeah, I was a graphic designer on Wednesday, but loved every minute of it, and it was really good. Really good. And then Will cooked my favourite dinner, and very lucky girl. I'm very lucky. I have my own personal chef. And we were saying I have my own personal chauffeur as well, because he does most of the driving, which I'm much better passenger, and he's a much better driver. But we've decided I should sit in the back. I need to get my chauffeur's hat as well. I should sit in the back and do my work and look like I have a chauffeur, for real. That's so funny. It really tickled Will I Can and I discussing that. It was really funny. It's not really going to happen, but it did tickle us for a minute. Oh dear, these things just keeps us laughing, doesn't it? Thursday, I was teaching. We were teaching teachers again. So it was the second day. I was so proud. Honestly, I was so proud. They just did so well, threw themselves in. We had tears from everybody, and they're so great. Like, on their journey, overcome so much, and now they're looking to teach Reiki. And I just think it's such a lovely modality to teach, and I think it's life transformational. And so the fact that the whole ripple effect, you know, with me starting out training on my Reiki journey when I was 30s, and then just before 50, not wanting to teach at all between 30 and 50, and then that was the right time to do it. I've been doing it now, well, I'm 60 next year, for 9 years, and so it's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So that's 6 teachers that we will have taught over the 9 years, and it's just lovely. It's just so nice. That ripple effect is so beautiful, and it's really nice. And so seeing them so happy, and how they're gonna like have their life plan, what they're planning to do with it, and hearing what they're doing, and it's just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So that was a lovely day. And then Will and I went to see Arlo and Amelia, and we walked into Leatherhead. It's a new coffee shop, so we had a coffee and had a nice time with her, really caught up. And then we went home and cooked dinner and just spent time with Amelia and Arlo, and absolutely gorgeous, just loving that baby heaven. It's so beautiful, really nice. So that was lovely. And then we got home and we fell asleep. We were asleep really early, honestly, so full on, but really good. And then Friday was at work, was on the shop floor doing some admin and on the shop floor. Then we went out for dinner with friends. So that was amazing. We haven't seen them for a little while, and we had a really nice time. It was a good laugh. It was just a really nice evening of connection and laughter, and It was really, really lovely. So that was great. And then with Saturday, working, had clients this morning, which went great, really good. I did a palm reading, which was so insightful. Palm readings, honestly, seeing people's lines, seeing where they are in life, and just I just love how lines change and how it just all pops. It's like one of those pop-up books for me. You know those pop-up books, you open the book and then it just pops up, and it's like all this information just kind of comes out. So that was really good. And then had a Reiki client, a new Reiki client, and she really loved it. She really needed to chill out, and so that was nice. And then I had a coaching client on Zoom, and she was absolutely thrilled and really happy with the coaching. And I just trust that divine intelligence, and that it flows, and that it all happens, and it was wonderful. It was so nice just to see transformations. She's done a lot of work on herself. She's a psychotherapist, so she's done a lot of work and stuff. So yeah, it was really nice. It was really nice to see her breakthroughs, and yeah, it was awesome, really awesome. So thoroughly enjoyed my clients this morning. And then on the shop floor in the afternoon, and then Will I Can cooking another favourite dinner of mine, so that was really nice, very lucky. And of course it's Valentine's Day, and the shop was filled with people buying presents for themselves, presents for others, but it really felt a really loving day, really nice. Will I Can wrote me a poem, and I cried. It was so nice. He's such a poet. He's written me a poem before, and I cried at that too, but that was many moons ago. And then he written me a poem, and it was so lovely. Oh, it was really thoughtful. It was some lovely words, and I literally cried. I love you, Will. You're so awesome. So that was really nice. And I got him a card. We don't normally kind of do Valentine's or anything, but I saw this card and it made me laugh so much. And it said, if you know me, you'll know why this was funny, because it said, I love you more than coffee. I did write some nice words in it, but it tickled me because everyone knows how much I love a coffee. So yeah, that was lovely. And Sunday working, chilled morning, and then working and enjoying catching up with customers and having chats and making the shop look really nice, changing the display from Valentine's to thoughtful Mother's Day displays. So all good, all full, all amazing. Will I Can is still doing the ensuite, but it's getting closer to being finished. I think he said, if I'd known what I'd known now, I wouldn't have taken it on. But it's going to be awesome, and he's doing such a great job, and he's learning lots as well. But it's going to be so amazing. It's going to be like the TARDIS. It is. It's got so many gadgets in there as well. But I can't wait to see it. And we had a toilet problem this week where our toilet was blocked. It kept blocking, we kept unblocking it, and then on Wednesday it got blocked. I blocked it. It was the final straw, and it got resolved really quickly, I'm very glad to say. Thought we might have to dig up the cottage, but we didn't. And yeah, teamwork makes the dream work, and it got sorted out. Well, I was in bed being creative. The boys were sorting it all out, so thank the Lord, and it was quite an easy job in the end, but we were just praying that it would all be okay. So yeah, it was an action-packed week this week. It was very busy, and the learning for this week, just to sum up the week, the learning, my word for this year is wu-wei, and literally I'm living that every day and just surrendering to each day and what is in front of me, and I'm just being really present to what is there. the majority of the time, and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. It's wonderful. And some of the conversations I've had, oh yeah, there was this like surreal moment on Tuesday. Let me share it with you really quickly because it was just so surreal. I told Will afterwards and I said, it was just like, I just observed this situation. I was like, wow, it's amazing how it happens. It's like the universe converges, magic happens, and it's like people drawn together, conversation happens, and you just can't quite believe it. You know those moments where there's just a convergence, and this happened Tuesday morning. So basically this guy had been in the shop and he'd bought lots of stuff the week before, and then he'd come back to the shop to have an appointment, and he was chatting to me and he bought a big picture and everything else. So I had this like massive conversation about awakening and his journey on awakening and where he was at and how he wanted to help others and what his purpose was and everything else. It was only like, it was a big conversation, but it was like 5 minutes long. And then there was this other guy in the shop who was looking at my new book, The Secret Seven Scrolls. And he was looking at that. And this guy that I'd been talking to a minute ago had bought that book the last week. And so then he was looking at this book and he was talking to me about the book. And then we started having this conversation about awakening and consciousness and light. And we were having like this wonderful conversation. So the first guy, because that was the second guy, and then the first guy came round and was kind of listening to our conversation and then joined in. And then they got talking about my book and how the first one had started reading it and was loving it, and how this one liked the look of it and wanted to read it. And we just had this amazing like conversation about consciousness, light, aware. It was just one of those moments where you're just like, wow. And I honestly observed the situation was just like, wow, whatever this was for, thank you. Thank you to the light, thank you to consciousness, thank you to the universe for this conversation. It really was an incredibly magic moment, and I loved it. And so this wu wei, surrendering to each day. And the funny thing was, I was out the back, but I just got drawn to come out the front, and then this whole magical moment come together. So yeah, learning is like, for me, it's like, yeah, how much surrendering to each day. And also the other bit of learning this week is to reinforce what I've talked about in the other podcast, is that I'm only doing what I love to do. And I really am doing that now. Every day I'm doing what I love to do, what brings me joy. And that's a really, really important for me. It's like, I'm not going to do anything that doesn't bring me joy. And so I want to share that with you as well, because I just think life's too short, isn't it? There's so much going on in the world that if we can just focus on what brings us joy and what brings us love, then what more could we ask for? So yeah, so that's reinforcing every week. And also, I don't know what I was going to say then. I had a blank moment for a minute because there was something that came up. I had this great analogy earlier, and it's not my learning, but it was just a really good analogy about manifestation. But I'll mention it here, but I'm also going to do it in March. I'm going to do it for one of my days. But it's basically, and I'm sure I must have heard this, or it just came really, really clear to me that if you order a pizza, but you don't quite say where your address is, you're never going to get the pizza. So no matter whether you've paid for the pizza, you've ordered the pizza that you want, but you don't give the details for how you want it to arrive, the address, you're never going to get the pizza. So with these manifestations, if we're not clear on what it is that we want, we're never going to receive it. So the universe, God literally wants clarity and wants to know what actions are you going to do in order to achieve that. And so giving clear instructions is one of the first actions. So just in all of our manifestations, and that was a real learning, that really crystallized. I really like that analogy about giving clear directions so that we can actually get the pizza. And it's literally like just phoning up and talking to the universe. And it's like, yeah, I'd like a pizza, please. Thanks. I'll pay for it now. Thanks. I'd like pepperoni one, please, with a bit of mushroom and a bit of pineapple on it as well. I don't think that would taste very nice, but anyway. And yeah, can you get it to me, please? Thanks. Bye. Well, you literally asked for it, didn't you? You paid for it, but you're not going to get it. So your manifestations, our manifestations need to be really clear so that we can receive those manifestations. And then what do we do when we've done it? So we've ordered it, we've paid for it, we've given our address, and then we let it go because we trust that that pizza's going to come because we've done all that we need to do in order to get that pizza. It's the same in manifestation. Simple, huh? Oh dear. Oh, I'm going to talk about it more in March on my social media and YouTube and stuff. I might do a bit of a, I don't know, we'll see what happens. Anyway, there we go. That's my learnings for this week. I hope you enjoyed listening, and I look forward to catching up with you next week. I look forward to sharing with me the ups and the lows, the highs and the lows, and the ups and the downs. I'm going to a funeral on Monday, so there will be a low, but I will share that with you next week. And let's do a meditation, shall we? I hope your week has been a good one. I hope there's been some learnings for you and some blessings and some love. And I just want you to know I'm hugely grateful for you, really grateful. And I look forward to sharing some changes on my app because I believe, drum roll, hopefully, fingers crossed, all being well, my app has got some changes coming to it. So I'll be able to share that with you hopefully next week. Touch wood. Right, let's do that meditation. So, coming into this moment, coming into the now, just letting everything settle. Feeling your feet on the ground. And just imagine you're in a beautiful bubble of blessings, of love, of joy. Breathing all those beautiful words, thoughts, sentiments. Breathing in those blessings. You are safe. Breathing in the clarity for the manifestations, for the life that you want. Breathing all of that in. Remembering to dial up and ask for what you want clearly. Know you have the power, you are the light. And if you're struggling with anything right now, if there's anything that you're battling with or it's not quite aligned or balanced, just send it the light. Just give it over, just let it go, give it to the angels, give it to God. Just turn it back to the light, surrender. Because when we're trying to force something, it's not quite happening, is it? But when we can let it go, it will take us out of our mind and into our intuition so that we can hear the divine guidance. So trusting in that, trusting in your highest power. Breathing in, breathing out. Relaxing your shoulders. And know with every breath is a signal that you can let go and let love in. Have a beautiful week. Thanks for listening, and I look forward to chatting to you next week. Take care. Bye. That's my week wrapped up. What stood out, what shifted, and what I'm taking forward. Now it's over to you. What moments shaped your week? What inspired you? Let's keep the conversation going. Come and connect with me on @thesoulcoach or YouTube and let me know your thoughts. If this episode spoke to you, feel free to share it, tag me, or send it to someone who might enjoy it too. See you next week for another reflection. But until then, take care, stay present, and keep journeying within.